How do people entertain themselves? You're going to find out while practicing your listening skills. Let's go. Listening task 1. Listen to Pam talking about how she entertains herself. Which of these things does she talk about? Shopping, the cinema, musical instruments, sightseeing.
I like spending time with friends. That's, obviously a big part of entertaining on a social level, entertain myself in a social way. That could be meeting for drinks, going out for dinner, or having people round for dinner, going to people's houses for dinner. The area I live in has a nice street with some bars and cafes on it, so we often go there. I like going to the cinema, but I don't go very often. I don't know why. I'd probably like to go more often, but I don't think of it very often sometimes. So I'd say I watched films more in the house. I don't really watch television. I've just got a television recently, but until recently I didn't have a television for a few months, which was fine because I don't really watch it. I find it a bit boring. Most of the television programmes are rubbish, basically. So I prefer watching films or maybe some American television series. I enjoy watching those online. I also like listening to music if I'm on my own. That's something I do to entertain myself. I like playing the guitar or attempting to play the guitar. Usually I do that by myself as well because I'm not very good, so I like to try and do it myself. And when I'm on my own, and usually I'm better than when I do it in front of other people. So hopefully I'll have some time to keep developing that and practicing and get better at that. Other things I like doing, in the summer I like going to the beach, being outside generally, cycling. Sometimes I like sitting in the house on the sofa, sometimes I like going out. Just depends on my mood.
Listening task 1. Answers. So which things did she talk about? Shopping? No. The cinema? Yes. Musical instruments? Yes, the guitar. Sightseeing? No. Listening task 2. Now Cami is going to talk about the same subject. How many outdoor activities does she talk about? None? 5? More than 5?
So what do I do in my free time? I really enjoy actually just kind of relaxing with friends. I do enjoy going out to bars around town, but more the kind where you can just have a conversation, not a crazy loud one that you can't understand anything going on. I really enjoy watching movies, but I can't afford the movie theater right now to pay for a movie, so normally it's at home with friends. In the summer I enjoy going to the lake and wakeboarding or skiing, and my family, we like to go camping. And in the winter I like to snowboard, and we have mountains right about 45 minutes from my house, so I do enjoy going up there with friends and spending the day in the snow or taking my little sisters to the snow and go sledding. On a normal day though, I basically find myself, I don't want to say I watch a lot of TV, but I do enjoy some series. I enjoy The Office. I think it's really funny. I've always loved the TV series Friends. It's just one of those feel-good shows that you can, if you're having a bad day and you just want to sit down and relax, you can always enjoy an episode of Friends. Let's see, I've always played soccer growing up. I'm a soccer coach now, but I do enjoy on the weekends kind of getting together with friends and going to kick the ball around and just kind of have a pickup game here and there. I enjoy going to the beach. Not as much to kind of, I really enjoy going in the water and swimming and, attempting to surf, but I'm not good at it. Or boogie boarding and just kind of just being there and being in that atmosphere, riding the bikes and rollerblades along the boardwalk or anything that's kind of just outdoors. I guess I love to be outdoors and I love to play. I'm kind of a kid like that.
Listening task 2, answers. So how many things did Cami talk about? Cami actually talked about more than 5 outdoor activities. They were wakeboarding, snowboarding, skiing, camping, sledding, soccer, swimming, surfing, boogie boarding, cycling and rollerblading. She's certainly very active. Listening task 3. And here's our third speaker on the topic, Laura. What does she say that's the same as Pam and Cami?
How do I entertain myself? Well, at the moment I haven't got a huge amount of money, so I can't wait till it's sunny. But last year I spent quite a lot of time lying on the beach, reading a book, getting a tan, which... it's not, well, I know you can lie on the beach for quite a long time and enjoy it. Otherwise, I like to be quite productive, but then I kind of change a lot of what I'm doing. So, one day I'll be painting, then I'll be cooking or baking or maybe writing or listening. I always listening to music. I like going out a lot, but obviously if you don't have that much money, it's not always possible. So I like going to see bands, listen to music, dancing, and it can also be a bit tiring as you get a bit older to do that all the time. So also relaxing with friends at home, watching telly, watching films, although I don't actually have a telly at the moment, so it's all on the computer. Clothes. Yesterday I did a flea market where I had a stall. So that was really fun because you got to meet lots of people and talk about clothes, which was nice. And the weather was lovely. And my friend helped me, so we just had quite a cool day with beers, selling clothes, drinking beer, chatting. It was good.
Listening task 3, answers. They all talk about TV, going out with friends, staying at home with friends, and going to the beach. Listening task 4. Now you're going to hear a longer conversation between Tom, Cami and Pam. They're talking mainly about television. Answer true or false as you listen. None of them watch much TV now. They don't like reality TV shows.
Well, I don't really watch very much television nowadays. I'm living in Spain and I find I don't have much time to watch it, and basically I prefer to download most of the things I want to watch, which are sort of films and things like that. What about you?
Yeah, I'm the same. When I lived in the UK, I watched television a lot more. I think the difference in the weather was a factor. You tend to sort of come home from work, make dinner, watch the TV, and then go to bed. Whereas here the lifestyle's different. Most people have dinner later, so maybe meet friends after work or do something in that social
It's a more
respect.
Outdoors lifestyle.
Yeah,
in Spain,
obviously, you can sort of have a beer or coffee after work and sit outside until midnight, whereas in the UK it's raining, especially in Scotland where I'm from, and in summer also.
Isn't it dark 24 hours a day in the winter then? Or is that Scandinavia?
Yeah, I think you have to go a bit further north for that, yeah.
I definitely agree with what you just said about people. Back at home, I watched a lot more TV. Here in Spain, I definitely find myself not watching any TV, or maybe a series here and there online. I'll download a series. But when I'm at home, I'm from California, and sadly, we have excellent weather, and so many people are so obsessed with watching TV. I've never found myself to be obsessed with it, but you do get hooked on the new series that come out, and I actually try to not even watch them because I know that I will get hooked if a new series comes out. So right now I'm kind of just watching 2 series that I really enjoy, but when I'm here in Spain, I find it that I don't even have the time to even go and watch them online. Even maybe on the off chance that I have an hour or two, I'll watch a little bit. But really, it's more about going outside and being with your friends after work.
But there were too many channels as well. Like, I find as soon as they brought out more than like 10 channels, I just had option paralysis every time I turned on the TV, and it's like, oh god, and you end up flicking from one to the next, channel surfing or whatever they call it.
That's definitely the problem when you find yourself, when you have that many options, you find yourself watching something that you normally wouldn't even care to watch, but you're just looking for anything, and you're flipping through your satellite channels.
200 channels.
Your 200 channels, and you're like, oh, well, I guess I'll just watch this until this comes on, and it's ridiculous that you would waste that much of your life just sitting there watching something you don't even care about.
Yeah, I mean, I think the commercial breaks here as well are longer than what I'm used to in Scotland. They're sometimes 10 minutes long.
Well, yeah, you'll watch a film and there will be a break every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So the film lasts an extra hour.
Yes.
So yeah, I can't cope with that, to be honest. I tend to watch things on the iPad now with BBC iPlayer or something like that, so I can watch something without adverts, without interruptions, and when I want to watch it, sort of TV on demand.
Yeah, I mean that's the advantage now about being able to download things. You can watch something when you choose, rather than being chained to something.
I have to be home at 8 o'clock to watch this show or something like that. Yeah, I think too many people do revolve their lives around having to be home for a specific time that your series or your show starts, and there's so many people that are, oh well, instead of doing this, I've got to be home at 8 o'clock to see this, or 9 o'clock to do this, and there's so many other things you could be doing with your life at that time.
Yeah, I think all the television, the quality of a lot of television, in my opinion, has deteriorated in recent years because of reality television.
Yes.
And you kind of see that evolving here now in Spain, that trying to copy the format of UK or American programmes, which is a shame because they're not good quality. And
it's all these pop stars, like things like everywhere you look. It's just these talent shows, and they just make me crazy. There's a new one every sort of month.
Yeah, I think there's a singing show back at home in California. I think there's a singing show on every single night of the week. I mean, there's just countless ones now, and they all they are slightly different between each one, but there's not much of a difference. And I mean, the outcome's the same, and we keep taking them from England. We can, and then we go back and forth with which shows we're watching, and we've got to have Idol in the UK, and we have American Idol, and over here in Spain it's Operación Triunfo, and I mean, you just kind of are. we've all just watching the same show over and over again.
So could you live without a TV forever?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd say so.
I think I could definitely live without a TV. I mean, it's nice occasionally if you want to relax, but I could definitely live without a TV. There's other things that I could find myself doing.
I could, but just films. I like watching films sometimes, and I could survive with films and the odd documentary, but apart from that, I'd be very happy to throw my television off the balcony.
Listening task 4. Answers. So were they true or false? None of them watch much TV now? True. They don't like reality TV shows. This was also true. That's great. You've done some really good practice with real English conversations.